I've been waiting to try this new piece of AI. I signed up for the closed beta and I finally got access, and it's actually pretty cool. So welcome back to another video. My name is Marcel, and today I want to go over this new piece of AI that I found. It's called Wonder Studio, and what it does is that it automatically animates, lights, and composes computer generated characters or CG characters into a live action scene that you have shot. But if you're new here, please consider subscribing for future content from me in the realm of filmmaking and photography and all of that fun stuff. And if you're already subscribed and you came back, thank you so much for being here yet again. So this software, Wonder Studio by Wonder Dynamics, is actually in closed beta, so you do need to request access. So let's explore and see what there is first. So this is completely in your browser, so there's no need to download any software to your computer, and that way when it processes all this CG animation or this computer generated graphic on your live action scenes, it won't slow down your computer because it's all on the web. As you can see from this video, these are actually live action scenes that they've shot and then just automatically generated these robots or aliens into their scenes. And from the video here, it actually looks quite realistic, but we'll see if it actually looks that realistic when we do it ourselves. So the thing here is that you're able to upload your character and you don't need to work shot by shot, but let's see. So some of the cool things that this lets you do is that you're able to work with the body mocap. And just to preface this video, I am a complete newbie when it comes to CGI and VFX. I have no idea how to use Blender. I've opened it a couple of times, but that's about it. Just to let you know, so this is how this software will work for someone who is a complete beginner like me. The one thing about this is that it matches the lighting and the lighting to the scene, which is really cool. It looks at the face and the facial expressions. It even follows the hands, and it has advanced retargeting. So pretty impressive so far. You're also able to export individual elements depending on the other software that you use. So motion capture, character pass, even a clean plate, you're able to export, or even an alpha mask. I can also see this software being very useful, but you actually just wanna get a clean plate from your live action shot. You can use this to get rid of your subject on screen and just get yourself a clean plate for further VFX work or compositing. Camera tracking information, you can get also a Blender file if you know how to use that, or a final render. So here I have the interface opened and I will upload one of these videos. Let's add it to the timeline. As you can see, this is me running in slow motion with a gimbal in my hand. So let's see if the software is able to figure out that I'm holding a gimbal. So we'll scrub to a point in the scene where our actor is in, and then we can just scan the frame, click on scan the frame for actors, let it do its thing. And after that is done, a square will appear around our subject. And from there, you can go and select a character from the default list that they have created for you. You can also import your own 3D characters, but that is outside of the scope of this video and outside of the scope of my knowledge. So, but if you do have that knowledge, you can import your own. So let's select this robot right here. And once you have that, you can assign it to your actor and go to next. And here you can render the final composition. So you can render it in a few resolutions. It will render it as MP4. You can also export individual elements like we were talking about earlier, AI mocap, clean plate, or even an alpha mask, a Blender scene, and a camera track and a character pass. They are in the works, but soon you'll be able to export that as well. Once that's selected, you can click on start processing. And you'll have to wait. Thankfully, this does not slow down your computer because it's on the web, but here it says we have to wait about 78 minutes for this short video clip. So 78 minutes later, it's done, and this is what it looks like. I have to say this is actually pretty cool. It does detect my arm movement and my feet, the way I'm running or walking. And it does detect that I have a gimbal on my hand, a gimbal and a camera. At one point, it just blurs it out from the scene. But overall, it's actually not bad for me not knowing how to do this and just clicking a few buttons. You can also see though that there is a little bit of a blur around the edge of the character. But overall, I think it's pretty good. And the lighting, I think it matches the scene pretty well too. Yeah, let's try a different one. A little bit more complex and see how this does. Before we go next this time, we're going to scrub through other parts of our video and select another keyframe, quote unquote. So what I'm gonna do is leave my timeline indicator there, scan the frame for actors, let it do its thing, and I'll assign that actor again as the same one. And what this does is, I think is you're telling the software using these keyframes or these points on the frame that whenever this actor appears, this is the actor that you do want to target as the specific character that you select. And I can see this is very useful if you have multiple people in the scene. So once that's done, we'll go next. We'll start processing. And this time we'll have to wait 149 minutes. So while we wait that to complete, let's bring in another scene that's a little bit more complex in my opinion and see how this does. So I have this scene. So the actor is walking, and at one point the camera pans and it follows the person from the back. So it's a little bit more of a tricky shot. We'll see how this does. So again, what we'll do is scan the frame for actors. I'll start near the beginning and let's select the character. We'll go with maybe Radio Bot. So we'll assign and we'll scrub the timeline a little bit further, scan the frame for actors again, assign that character, scrub again. And what I'm going to do this time is because the subject is starting to turn and the camera is starting to pan, I'm going to create more points here to tell the software to scan for a character so that it knows that the back of the character is also the character that we're trying to target. Start processing, and that is going to take 155 minutes. But thankfully, you do not have to wait with me. So this is already processed, and let's see what this looks like. Okay, so there's a little bit of a lag here. Maybe I should have asked the software to scan the character right at the beginning, but as you can see, it has the character and then it shifts to the CGI character. So I think it looks a little bit unnatural because the original character has their hands in their pocket, so the software does not know what to do with the hands. But the steps seem okay. Definitely does not feel realistic enough, but the lighting I think kind of matches. There is a backlight here with the sun, and there is a rim light on the shoulder of the back of this character. So the software really tried its best to capture that, and there's like shifts of shadow and lighting over here, as you can see from the scene that happens here too. So not bad. So this is the next one. This Radio Bot walking in the snow, in a snow trail. So not too bad. I'm actually quite impressed with this. It's not perfect. There is a lot of fuzziness going on. There's a lot of blur around the edge of the character, but it tracked the panning pretty well. So considering that this software is still in beta, it's actually pretty cool that you're able to do all of this in just a simple clicks. So anyways, that is the end of this video. Pretty exciting stuff, and can't wait to see where Wonder Studio takes this app in the near future. It'll be pretty cool to start implementing some of these cool things on my own YouTube videos as well. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And let me know in the comments below, what else would you like to see AI do for you that it doesn't already do? So that's it. I'll see you next time.